I don't know. This command is pushing to spike races during the race.
Just oh,
You?
Gabagooly.
Yeah, Duty. Are you good? You good?
We know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
we were
okay.
down here at a drug call.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I seen you on your own. I got worried.
Why don't you just radio it in? I'm on the radio.
We're both on duty. In the
Okay.
bar. What do you mean?
All right. Gee, I'm just checking. Hey,
Here,
glad you're okay.
Here, look at this.
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah.
You guys look very professionals. Lieutenant, you
Thanks. Yeah,
definitely don't look like a cop. 100% not a cop, by the way.
Oh, which lieutenant are you talking about?
Oh,
right
yeah,
now?
ma'am.
Oh, yeah, no. I definitely look like I have a badge on, so.
Yep, same.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
see, because we're sitting.
you guys have a minute to have the conversation about spikes, or you want to do it later?
We
sure,
can do
we're
it
right
now.
here.
Or, yeah,
All
fuck
right.
it.
God, I love those.
I'm a big fan of smoke breaks.
Oh, same.
Oh. All right.
Yeah, sorry. We rolled up on a biker selling drugs, so.
Yeah. He pulled out his iron. We were like, oh, okay.
Okay. You're packing heat. That's good. All right, look. So, about this spiking races during the race, you know, in the middle of the race. Guys, I gotta say, this is a ginormous mistake. Now, hear me out. Races, they're criminals, yes. 100% they're bad people, absolutely true. However, in terms of every other criminal that we deal with, they're the least violent. You know, we go to drug trafficking, they shoot 100 locals, we watch them do it, we let them rob them, we just spectate while they do it. Drug sales, we roll up, we don't instantly cuff them, we don't fucking, you know, pile them and tackle them and tase them. We let them get in the vehicle, we pursue them. And again, those crimes, they involve a lot of violence. Shooting, stealing something, robbery, kidnapping, whatever it is. These races, they're just going fast. Now, I know I'm downplaying it a little bit, but that is the reality, is that it's not a violent thing that they're doing. And we're kind of just completely fucking it up and essentially turning them violent. I mean, from what I understand yesterday, after they were spiked, they went and robbed a cop, and then they were trying to spike as many cops as they could.
They never got spiked. We tried. None
Right.
of them ever got spiked. We were only going for the one guy.
But essentially, kind of, my other thing is, like, these races, they might as well be pacifists, you know? Every time I pursue them,
Oh,
they...
motherfucker, who are you talking to? You know how many times I've been shot up by some of those guys? Monkey Man included?
Hey, are you guys all
Joey
okay
Apple? All of them.
Yeah, we're good. They were,
I called Romano and Tarts because I saw you guys all up there, and they didn't answer, so we were about to send officers up there.
Yeah, Romano never answers my calls either, but no, they're good.
That's not true.
Alright, goodbye.
Alright.
I'm talking to you. I'm not gonna answer his call.
Yeah, no, they got worried too, but,
No, I'm not playing them off as being pacifists, alright? I've been shot by these guys before. Numerous times. Just for intervening in races.
But exactly, though, that's what I'm saying. Like, why are we intervening? Because if we don't intervene, then they're not violent. They don't do...
It's still illegal, Gabagooly. Like, we
Correct.
can't let them do it.
Correct, but we let people do drug trafficking. We roll up on scene and we fucking sit with the cameras while they light up a whole block of people.
Well, do you think people are spiking them like first lap, at the start of the race kind of shit? Because that's not what they're supposed to do either.
Well, so essentially yesterday they were being spiked on lap 3, from what I understand.
Lap 3. That's what I approved.
But why don't you spike the finish line and just as the millisecond it's over, spike the fuck out of them? I'm begging you. Cause look. Like,
you want me to just let them get their points? Well, what? Like, what are you asking for me here? Like, I don't understand.
Essentially, I don't understand why we're taking such an aggressive stance on races when they would be at the bottom of the list of groups / criminals that we should up the ante at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but races are actually a high priority call for us. We have
No,
a
I
whole
agree.
department, SRU, to investigate these guys, right?
And I spoke with SIU, and SIU is not in agreement with this decision to spike them. You know
Well,
what I mean?
this is also a deeper conversation than you and I can just have right now. You got to balance it, you know?
I get what you're saying. I don't know. I mean, look, obviously at the end of the day, you whatever you decision, whatever's in the SOPs is what I'm gonna follow, right? Now, at the moment, there's no SOPs and races, so I'm not gonna spike until there is. And yeah,
But
I
there
mean,
is.
there
There is
is.
SOPs about this. Yeah. Call procedure. Street race is second down on the high tier.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. But in terms of like spiking, right?
We have that too.
I mean, what is it? 20 minutes?
Technically speaking, we can spike any vehicle in motion into 1080. But it's about feel. About when we do it.
Also, it's also totally up to whoever's scene lead. Like, if they want to fucking spike at the end of the race, sure, go
Mhm.
for it. Let them get their fucking elo or whatever the fuck they're trying to get, I guess. But there's gotta be a fucking hurdle that they can cross. All right, that's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna be easy on these motherfuckers just so they can finish their illegal street race.
See, but I get what you're coming from. But if this keeps going the direction it's going, there won't be any races. And I understand, you know, hoorah, we defeated crime. But at the end of the day, there's no Batman without the Joker. You know what I mean?
10-4, I'm leaving. I just fucking casually drive with no lights, so I get a shot.
And yeah, I don't know. Like I'm doing with the CID stuff. I'm handling the races. If this is the way, if this continues the way it's going, my relationship with any of those guys in terms of getting info is gonna be completely demolished. You know, I tell you something. I spoke with one of the races. He was mashed up. I don't know which one it was, but he gave me one of the spikes back yesterday that they stole. So he spoke to me. He said, you know, please try to get this fixed. We're not violent. We don't want problems. We just want to race, and then you can spike us, chase us, shoot us, whatever you have to do. And I said, okay, I see what I can do. Because again, I'm in agreement regardless of what he's saying. And then he gave me one of the spikes back, and he's working on giving me the other set back, the other spikes that they stole yesterday. So they're criminals, yes, but they're not the people we should be going the most aggressive at. I really don't agree with
And
this.
we're not. Absolutely, we're not. I don't think this is the most aggressive ever at all. Not even close. You know what's aggressive? Me being pitted into a wall 3 times in a chase. Like at very high speeds. That's pretty aggressive.
But was it like during the race, or this is afterwards?
No, this was during our chase of them with the race. Before we even tried to spike.
Now, if I can be honest, Lieutenant, I don't know why we're in between races. You know what I mean? Like, whenever I'm chasing a
What?
race,
No, I'm not in between race. No. These people were interfering. They were purposefully trying to get me out of the way. They were coming as interference.
in the middle of the race,
I don't know what the fuck they were doing, Gabagooly. I really don't.
because my motto is, if I'm in a race and someone's behind me, I just move the fuck out the way, and there's my new target acquired. So I move out the way, I let them pass, and then I'm chasing you. And if someone else catches up to me, I move out the way, and then I'm chasing you. I don't want to be in the way of
We were following the
this thing.
guy in last place. So much so that they lapped him.
Yeah. The other thing I have, this is my final thing that to think about is this is gonna really muddy up the waters and our unit for SOPs for unit limitations. Because what if we somehow spike 3 vehicles at the same time? You know what I mean? Like it's just
Gotta be
gonna
smart
make
about where you're laying them, right? And you're going for a target. This is where people need to be trained on this shit and not just throwing spikes down wherever they feel, right? Like you're not trying to spike the entire race. You're going for a target. You're trying to spike that car.
But sometimes they're
And you
gonna be
need to
neck and
have
neck
a goal.
next to each other,
Yeah,
right?
Yep, and that can happen. It absolutely can. But that's not your goal, right? And even if you do spike that car, you still have a target. You're not going after the other car suddenly too, you know? Because because you don't have enough units to do all that.
But don't you think that? I mean, I don't know. I think I made my point, but like, don't you think it's not good to spike 2 vehicles and then let the spiked vehicle go and chase the other one? You know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, if we do somehow accidentally spike 2 of them, because they're neck and neck, and we have our HVT, we just let the other guy go with no wheels, and he just drives off into the sunset.
I mean, if you have units to do it, go for it. But most of the time, we don't.
I don't know.
So that guy probably pulls over, repairs his car, and joins the race again. That's probably what happens. Let's be honest.
I don't know. I made my point. I laid my case, but again, I'm extremely against this thing. 100%.
Yeah, but listen, I don't agree with you at fucking all, but as a lieutenant, we will hear you out, and we will bring it to the other lieutenants, and the captains, and the commander, and we'll talk about it. But right now, this is what you gotta do. Now, if you're scene lead, it's up to you on when you approve or ask people to do that. Completely. We're just telling people, you don't have to. That's all we're saying.
Okay.
Okay?
You get a lot of power to scene leads, right? Like, I think you're looking at it at a macro lens instead of looking at it as per scene. Your scene lead makes that final determination. Now, if I'm the scene lead and I say spike him in the middle of the race, I probably have a reason for it. Whereas if say you, on the other hand, want to wait until they finish it up, perfect, by all means. I'm not about to jump over you and tell you, nah, that's not what we're doing.
Yeah.
None of the command members will do that. And if they do, I'd be very surprised. If they do, it's because they've gotten railed by Monkey Man coming in out of fucking nowhere, which, I believe that's what happened to you.
So,
It was a monkey man, but yeah.
But yeah,
that's what I was gonna
somebody coming out of
ask.
fucking nowhere.
So was that the reason
I talked to
for the
Monkey Man
spike?
afterwards too, by the way. I had a conversation with him after this race, after all of it, and he expressed their concerns, etc. And I explained to him, like, look, I get it, and he agreed with me. He's like, no, I understand. You can't just let us do it, and he understood where I was coming from. And I'm gonna be honest, cops getting robbed for their spike strips, yeah, that fucking sucks. But I mean, that's just worse for them. It's
Ow.
honestly
That's
they're
a
gonna come down on a
huge
raid.
charge.
Like, do they want a raid because of that? Like, is it really? Is the reputation of racing really that important?
Well, I mean, they kind of base their whole personality around it. Like, I think they do literally, have the most fun racing. I don't know. But can I ask, yesterday when the guy got spiked, what was the reason? And
Well, none of them got. They not.
Okay,
we
sorry, I
tried
mean,
to
the
spike
yeah.
the HVT because he threatened to shoot us.
What?
That's the only reason
How
why
did he
we
threaten?
targeted that guy specifically, because he threatened to shoot us at the
Like,
beginning of the race.
unprovoked?
Yeah.
What,
His
he-
exact words? No, actually, I was like, hey, don't be like the last guy. Let me give you some context here. First race that happened in that day, the DC was on. DC got threatened to be shot if they were spiked. They didn't threaten to spike. Nobody said anything about spiking. One of the races said, if you spike us, you're gonna get shot. So the DC went after that specific guy, tried to spike the race and get him specifically. I don't know if they did or not. Whatever. We go to the next race during that day that we see happening. And I say, hey, don't be that guy. All right? We actually lined up with them. We pretended we were going to race with them. We were joking around, having a good time. That guy in front of me, Joey Apple, proceeds to say, yeah, well, that might happen. When I tell him what the other guy said. And I said, oh, okay. That's how this is going to be then. So, I went after Joey Apple, who was the end of the fucking race, surprisingly, the entire time, and tried to spike his car only. That was it.
Now, again, I'm speaking freely and I'm asking questions freely. Don't you think it's kind of on the line of escalating when they do say, if you spike us, we'll shoot, and then you spike them?
You think I should back down?
Yeah, back down, but I mean, it doesn't have to. You don't have to spike. I don't know. Personally, I would deem that as I'm escalating the situation because I know what they're gonna do when I'm just provoking it at that point.
No, the escalation started when they made the threat out of nowhere for no fucking reason. That's when it started. right? We're gonna match force at all
I just
times,
disagree.
and that includes energy. I'm gonna match their energy. No, I'm not gonna escalate it at all. I never have, never will. I'm not known for that either. But I am gonna match their fucking energy.
All right.
And that's what I do, right? You can handle it. Your scene's completely different if that's how you feel like doing it.
No, I understand. I understand. Okay. Well, yeah. Again, I lay my case. If there is any conversation or meetings about this,
There will be.
I would love to. I mean, if it's command only, that's fine. But if there's room for me to give my opinions on a bigger stage, I would definitely love that opportunity. And just kind of make my points. And yeah, that's all I got. I think.
Yeah, I'm sure we can arrange that.
All right.
I don't see why not. But usually it'll go up the chain of commands. But I don't know. Maybe if you're at like a 2 p.m. shift changeover, we're usually all standing around. That might be a good time to do it.
You know what I want you to do, actually? Since you said there's no definitive like SOP on how to do this, come up with a slide or two.
Okay, I can do that.
Come to me with solutions. Don't come to me with problems. Because if you come with problems, you're asking me to find the solution, which you're the one in the shit, not me.
I got you. Okay, I would definitely like doing that. I mean, I will speak to Scepter because again, I feel like this is headed
he
towards.
called me to complain.
Yeah, and this is going towards like SIU territory, and I want to be in SIU, and I don't want to step on their toes. So I get you something cooked up. I'm gonna tee up with Scepter and make sure he's good with it, and then we'll get it done.
Sounds good to me.
All right, appreciate your time, guys. You guys be safe.
Not a problem.
Like, look him dapper, by the way. Jesus.
Many men wish death upon me. Blood in my eyes, dog, and I can't see. I'm trying to be what I'm destined to be. And Molly's trying to take my wife away.
They be trying to take my life away.
Many men.
Many men.
Many men.